Hello, this is Inga, or Ingrid today, as I like to call myself when I'm knitting. This is not going to be a proper knitting tutorial. I just want to show you how I made the cuff on my spring wool spring mittens, or Våren-väntar-vantar series of 4 mittens that are all using a particular kind of corrugated rib for the cuff. And maybe there is a word for this kind of hybrid corrugated rib that I just don't know of. Maybe the web is full of resources on this. I have not been able to find a single one. So I decided to show you how I did it with a video that I'm filming all on my own using a rubber band to hold the camera or phone. So I'm hoping this will work out. Anyway, you can see that I've made this sample. There's a mistake here because I'm knitting in the flat, which is not ideal, as you would know. I couldn't be bothered to fix it when I noticed it. I'm just going to show you the main idea of how it's done. So what you can see here is a wide blue rib, which consists of 3 stitches, like a normal ribbing would do, purl, knit, purl. And then we have the white rib here, which is more of a corrugated thing, because white is only used for knit stitches. So that's why I call it hybrid version. You do have some real rib here, which gives this corrugated rib a bit more stretch than the normal kind would have. It's sort of in between normal ribbing and corrugated when it comes to elasticity. Did I pronounce that right? I should tell you this before I move on, that I'm Swedish and I knit a weird Swedish continental way where I hold the yarn in front of the left needle like this and pick. I hope you'll be able to follow my instructions anyway. I'm pretty sure what I'm doing can be done any kind of knitting style you use. I'm just not able to show it because this is the only way of knitting I know. But I'm going to start now, not talk much more. So basically, I'm going to do one strand at a time, so I'm starting with a white one. And just knit that one, and then we're going to go into the very important thing, that is organizing your strands. And in this case it's blue on top right, upper blue, lower white, so which means I'm going to twist the yarn so that it goes above the white. And then I'm just going to purl, knit, purl, and then pull the white yarn back below the blue yarn and knit, and blue above, purl, knit, purl, white below. It's really not complicated. I don't know why I can't find anyone who explains this better than I can do, but there you are. You're stuck with me for now. So then you just keep going. Just remember to white below, blue above. So it's pretty fast, as you can see. It's not one of those things that makes you want to pull your hair out and cry because it's so incredibly slow. It moves at a steady pace, not the fastest knitting, but alright. This is not how I usually do it though. I'm going to show you in a bit how I actually go about it, because I use both strands. I hold both strands my left hand when I do it, which is even faster. But first I shall have to knit this thing flat from the wrong side, which is not my favorite thing to do, but it's doable. So I'm going to show you in case you'll need it, which you wouldn't typically when knitting mittens, but you never know. So just, I mean, I'm not doing the edges. They can just be what they are. It's not important here, so I'm just going to purl that one and make an ugly little knot there. And here I'm going to pull blue above, right? And then it's knit, purl, knit, white below, purl, blue above, knit, purl, knit, and so on. And of course, what's extremely important here is that you don't accidentally leave a strand on the right side, because then your life will be complicated. I don't know if you can actually fix that in any other way, basically, than to just go back. That's what I always had to do. And many times I screwed that up. So, almost there, a few more stitches, blue above, knit, purl, knit, white below, purl, blue above, knit, purl, knit, and the last white one. And then it's time to show you how I made all those spring will spring, Våren-väntar-vantar mittens in my pictures, which was by holding the yarn like this. And here above and below isn't really what matters anymore. It's more of front and back. Blue is front, white is back. Makes more sense, I think, to think about it that way. Because now I'm going to hold them like that, knit behind the front blue yarn, and then on the next one I'm going to knit in between the strands. So I'm not going to knit, I'm going to purl in between the strands like that, and I'm going to pull everything in place, and then we can keep going. And when I knit front, I don't have to worry about anything, but when I pull, it's between strands. Now I'm going to knit the back yarn, and then I have to go behind the front yarn to pick that up, and then again between strands, and in front and between and behind to pick up the white, and so on and so forth. When I do it this way, it is almost as fast as knitting strand stockinette. It's not much of a difference. I just have to think more. So, you know, talking or watching TV is more difficult because I have to keep track of knit and purl stitches. But apart from that, it's not really, it's not harder. It is harder, but it doesn't take much longer. Yeah, that's it really. If you have any questions, you can reach out through Ravelry or my Instagram, and I'll try to answer your questions. It should be known that I'm not a knitting wizard. I'm really more into making patterns. I love knitting, but I'm not super good at it. So don't ask terribly difficult questions, mostly about this, which is now fairly stretchy. You don't have to worry about the floats much because they're only 3 stitches, so you know they sort themselves out. Your fingers won't get caught in them when you put your mittens on. Yeah, I think that's it. So good luck. I hope you'll be able to use this method. If not, as I said, maybe you could try just making it stockinette instead. All right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.